Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Figure Wednesday. Today I will be reviewing the Mattel WWE Elite Series 22 Tensai figure. This is Tensai's first Elite figure and I must say it looks pretty awesome and I'm really excited to open it up and review it for you guys. That being said, let's take a look at him up close in the packaging. As you can see, Tensai's here in his robe in a standard pose. The robe is plastic so you can't pose it unfortunately. He has his headgear here, an angry head scan. It says Tensai on the side, has an angry picture of him there. There's the Elite Collection logo, the WWE logo. It says includes entrance robe and helmet. And it says Series 22 at the top. On the side here it has the WWE logo, the Elite Collection logo, Tensai. It says includes entrance robe and helmet. And same with this side where it says Tensai includes entrance robe and helmet. It says Elite 22 at the top and has the WWE logo at the bottom. On the back of the package it shows Tensai. This is based on his early career since he hasn't been around in WWE currently as Tensai that long, so they don't have a lot to say about him unfortunately. But you can see it has his height and weight and where he's from. It has a bio, the same picture of him but larger. It has Elite Collection logo. It says Tensai, the Series 22 logo, the WWE logo. It says recreate the action of WWE. Also in the set is The Rock, Big Show, Kane, Damien Sandow, and Giant, who is a flashback. And then it has a Raw basic ring with one of the newer John Cena figures in the ring, and there's company information. So that being said, let's take a look at him fresh out of the package. Alright guys, here we have the Elite 22 Tensai figure fresh out of the package. Overall I would say it's a pretty awesome figure. I've been really anxious for an Elite figure of him since he is really different looking compared to a lot of figures. I loved his basic figure. That's one of my favorite basic figures they've made. And to have an Elite of him is just awesome. The detail is phenomenal. It's too bad the robe is plastic, but because it's so detailed it'd probably cost them a pretty penny to make in cloth, unfortunately. So before looking at him, let's look at his robe and his helmet. This is his helmet. It goes on his head easily. You can see his eyes and part of his nose through here. You can see the silver like metallic designs with the red like jewels all the way around. You can see the wrinkles in the helmet to signify that it's cloth, which is really cool. And yeah, just his head slips in right there, as I'll show you. You can see here, just sits on him nicely. You just gotta push it down a little so you can see his eyes. There we go. So yeah, that's how it looks on his head. And then you already saw him in the robe, but here's his robe with him out of it. There's all the Japanese designs and lettering. I'm not sure exactly what it says as I don't speak the language, but there's more here, symbols, everything. It's got the black designs on it as well, and this is hard rubber. As you can see, it's not cloth, but it does split here. These little squares is where it locks in to keep him in his robe and make it look like it's closed. You can't pose him in it unfortunately, it's more of a display piece, but it is still very cool. They did a great job. That being said, let's look at him. I love this figure, as I said. He's got an angry head scan, which is different than his serious head scan on his last basic figure. He's got the piercings in his chin here, he's got his beard, all the designs going down his face. It is a ball jointed head that goes up and down as well as left and right. Going to his torso, he's got all his chest tattoos, which look great. It is on him nicely this time. His basic had a little chunk of it missing. I'm not sure if people really knew that, but yeah. He's got his stomach joint. He does have the heavier set torso, which is cool. So, I don't know, it just looks really neat. And he is pretty beefy of a guy. So this is pretty cool. He has ball jointed shoulders like typical Elites have. The shoulder's pretty stiff. He's got swivel bicep joints, typical elbow joints, swivel wrist joints. He's got his painted on wrist tape and hand tape. And then his swivel wrist joint that goes up and down like this. He even has his finger tape, which is really cool. And he has a special claw hand for when he does his claw move, so that's neat. You can see all the tattoos on his arms, and that's on this arm as well. All the same joints and everything. This is just a regular open hand compared to his claw. And then I forgot to show you, he has his tattoo on the back of his head as well. Going down to his torso, he has a swivel waist joint. He's got his black and red tights here with the white Japanese symbols here. He's got ball jointed legs that go up and down as well as outward. And he has swivel thigh joints here as well. And then he's got his leg tattoo, which is neat. I don't think his basic has that from what I remember. And he has black and red knee pads with Japanese symbols on it. And he's got another tattoo here with more Japanese symbols. And he does have double jointed knees. They're kind of restricted by these thicker knee pads. So that's a little disappointing, but still awesome. The detail really is what makes this figure awesome. He has swivel boot joints. You can see even more Japanese symbols on his boots. They're black and red. And then he has just a typical ankle joint to go up and down. Mine are kind of stiff, so I don't want to force it. And you could kind of swivel his ankles as well to pose them even more. So overall, I'd say this figure is pretty awesome. Definitely one of my new favorite elites. Definitely pick it up if you're able to find them still. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like Wrestling Figure Wednesday on Facebook to suggest future views you'd like to see me do. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.